Hello, let's paint lemons today. One full lemon and one lemon cut in two parts. All right. So, what we need is lemon yellow, a little bit of yellow orange or ochre yellow, yellow orange or cadmium yellow, and yellow ochre. And uh, for the shadows, we will use some shade of purple and Payne's gray. All right. I am going to draw with a watercolor pencil so you can see, but when you draw it very light with the pencil because yellow is very light. You can see the pencil line, so make sure it's very light. All right, okay, let's get started. I am going to draw the half lemon. Just like an oval. And okay. And the other half of the lemon is actually facing us. So just a circle and another egg-shaped lemon on this side. Make it a little bigger. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay. All right. So this is what we'll paint. Let me give you a close-up so you can see it better. Okay. That's it. Simple shapes. What we'll do is actually cut it into or draw the sectors of the lime. If you look, the lime has a white edge in between, and then it has all of these sectors like this. Okay. Round up the edges. Okay, this is one, and we'll do the same here. Outer circle and divide the lime again into now this one has a shadow. The shadow is this is the shadow. This one has a shadow here, and this one has a shadow here. Okay, let's start painting. Take a medium-sized brush. We'll paint this wet on dry. Take a lot of lemon yellow. First, let's paint this lemon. Okay, now that's the base color. Now let's add light yellow orange or cadmium yellow or new gumbosh something that's a little orangish in color. And I'm just drawing the shadow on the lemon. Then I'm going to pick a little bit of yellow ochre. And again, I'm just drawing the edges. I can take a little darker shade of yellow ochre and make some texture. Because sometimes the lemon is not smooth, it has some texture. This portion will be the highlight, which is light here. Okay. Take a little bit of burnt sienna or something dark and draw the bud on the top. That's where the branch will attach to the lemon. Okay. Now let's paint the half lemons. All right, for that, let's paint the skin first. And just a little on the top to indicate the peel. Because it's not completely white, you can see a little bit of the peel on the top. Okay. Now let's draw the shadow with new gumboge or cadmium yellow or yellow orange. And now a little bit of yellow ochre to make the shadow on one side darker. Okay. All right, now let's paint the last lemon. This one you won't see a lot of yellow, but you'll just see a little bit of yellow. Okay. All right, now let's paint the interior part of it, which is a very watered down yellow, very watered down lemon yellow. But tap it on a paper towel so it's not very wet. Now very little or new gumboge or cadmium yellow just to draw the lines. You can make it a little bigger. Maybe I made this too small. And I'm using a little bit of yellow ochre to make some of the lines a little darker. The center white won't be so big, so let me cover it up a little more. Alright, let's do the same for this one. Very light lemon yellow. Now a little bit of new gumboge or cadmium yellow. And a little bit of yellow ochre. Make sure your brush is not too wet. Wipe it off on a paper towel. This is a little dark, so let me just blend it. Okay. Just blending this, please. Okay. Now let's draw the shadows. For that, I will mix a little bit of purple and a little bit of Payne's gray. And first, I will wet the shadow. Make sure your lemons are dry, otherwise the yellow will come into this shadow. Okay, I just wet the shadow, and now I'll take the purple and Payne's gray mix and apply it or paint the shadow. closest to the lemon will be the darkest. So I'm just going to make it a little more darker. Let's do the same for the other shadows. First, wet the shadow area that you marked out. And now use your Paint Spray purple mix to paint the shadow. Just leaving a little bit of white space between the lemon and the shadow, so it does not blend into the Now let's paint the last shadow. This is a very small shadow that you see because this is between two lemon halves. Okay. All right. Now you can add a little more texture if you want. So I'm just going to use a little bit of yellow ochre and just use some dry brush technique just to add a little bit of texture. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. You don't have to. Okay. Now, after this has dried, you can take a white highlighter or a gel pen and just mark these lines. Same with this one. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye.